RE100 sustainability goals and cost saving through renewable energy solutions. These are some of the challenges most of the corporates, industrial customers and commercial customers are finding answers to. And then this brings to one of the important things that they need to solve is that what could be their renewable energy procurement options so that they can meet their objective of reaching RE100 goals, sustainability goals, and also save up to 50% in their electricity bills. So in this video, I will break out what are the RE procurement options, and then how as you as an industrial customer on what parameter that you should evaluate the different renewable energy procurement options so that you can meet your objective of being RE100 and saving electricity cost. I request please do watch this video till the end, because there is a surprise value in terms of case study that we will be sharing at the end of this video. Hi, my name is Gaurav Kawatra. I am the director at Infinia Solar. We are one of the country's leading marketplace and renewable energy advisors, and we have advised 21 customers so far on their renewable energy procurement strategy, and have delivered roughly 55 projects across 15 states in India, and with 112 megawatt of open access and rooftop solutions. This has helped our customers save up to 50% in their electricity cost and replace up to 70% of their traditional energy to renewable energy sources. In my recent meeting with the managing director of a textile company based out of Gujarat, and in that meeting the managing director was really anxious, and immediately when I went to his cabin and started meeting, he said, "Gaurav, just tell me, I want to reduce cost, and also I want to completely switch to renewable energy and does not want any dependence on any other source other than renewable energy. Can you tell me what are the sources? Here is my CFO who is sitting next to me. Here is my plant head who is sitting with me, and you need whatever data that you need from me. Tell me how I can reach 100% renewable energy and also save cost, which is currently at 8 rupees, 9 rupees per unit." So then I told the managing director and his team that we have a 5R framework which can help you decide that what renewable energy procurement options that they can go for, and which will help you evaluate step by step by using this framework and arrive at the renewable energy option, which can help meet both of their objective of cost savings as well as switching to renewable energy in a 100% ratio. So in this video, I'll be sharing that 5R framework with all of you as an industrial customer, because I think this is the powerful framework which can help you decode step by step and decide about the renewable energy procurement options. So before I talk about the 5R framework for you to decide about optimal renewable energy procurement options or the combination of options, I just want to recap what I covered in my previous video. You can find the link here. In this video, I educated you about what are the renewable energy procurement options which are available in the country. I just want to do a quick recap. If you want to know more about that, you can visit my video at the link above, and this will give you further clarity. So out of the renewable energy procurement options, I have categorized into 3 buckets. So one is the on-site solution, which means the solution that can be set up within your plant. That includes the rooftop solution or the ground mount solution, or you can set up solar at your car parking, or you can set up solar within your premises at the reservoirs if you have within the plant, which is called as floating solar option. And these solutions can be availed under both capex or the OPEX model. And I've covered that in detail in my previous videos, that whether to go for a CAPEX or OPEX model, so that you can watch. Second category of options that we have is the off-site renewable energy solutions, whether it is solar, wind, and these are the solutions. Typically the projects are set up outside the premises, either within the state, intrastate, or outside the state, which is called as the interstate transmission system. And the solutions you can procure under the captive structure, or under the group captive structure, or under the third party structure, which means under captive you will have to make 100% investment, under the group captive structure you will have to make 26% equity investment, and the third party model there is no investment from your end. And then there are new energy solutions, which is the third bracket, under which there are solutions like solar plus storage, wherein storage can be used at a time when the sun is not available. Then there are solutions like virtual PPA, wherein the virtual PPA in which you will not get the actual power, but you will get the green component or the green attributes of the power to meet your RE100 goals. And then there are solutions which is getting a lot of traction these days, is the interstate transmission solution, post the announcement draft announcement of the waiver of the transmission charges in November 2021. So I summarize quickly for you. You have on-site solution, you have off-site solution, and then there are new energy solutions, and each of the solutions meet different kind of objectives in terms of how much they can replace through renewable energy, how much savings that it can bring. And so and also third is the new energy solutions. So this is broadly the renewable energy procurement options that you have. Now how do you decide? And the powerful framework that I shared with the managing director and his team, I will be sharing with you now. So in this 5R framework to decide the renewable energy options, procurement options, or the combination of the options, the first important R is check for the resource availability. So the R stands for resource availability, which means depending upon which state you are, check what kind of resource that state has, whether it is rich in solar, whether it is rich in wind, whether it is rich in hydro, whether it is rich in biomass, or it is rich in all such sources, because that is very, very important for you to understand what is the availability of resource. For example, Uttar Pradesh is rich in solar, but it does not have hydro, or it does not have wind. For example, states like Gujarat have both solar as well as wind as a resource. For example, states like Karnataka has all three resources like solar, wind, hydro, biomass. So similarly, possibly like states like Himachal Pradesh may not have wind. Solar, yes, solar, the radiation is slightly lesser, but it is still attractive, and it is very rich in hydro. So you need to check, depending upon in which state you are, what kind of resource, natural resource that is available in that state. So second R stands for regulations, the regulatory framework. Check from the state regulators, electricity regulators, what are the regulations related to each of the source, what are the policies related to each of the source that is available in that state, and what does that policy and how does that regulations can help you. For example, you can check what is the solar policy in the state, what are the regulations related to on-site solar solution, what are the regulations related to off-site solar solutions, what are the regulations related to off-site wind solutions, what are the regulations related to the hybrid solutions like wind solar hybrid. So that is the second R that you need to check in the state in terms of the regulation environments like banking regulations, regulation related to open access charges. So there are many, so you have to do the thorough due diligence, thorough work on checking the policy, regulation, and how each of the regulations impact and help you make a decision about which solutions to pick up for. For example, let's say in state like Uttar Pradesh, the banking regulations in solar is very attractive, wherein the energy, unsettled energy can be carried forward for next 2 quarters. So you get a decent banking regulations. For example, in states like Maharashtra, if you have taken the rooftop solution and also going for an offsite solution parallelly, then you have to convert that rooftop solution into the gross metering. So this regulatory framework is the second important R for you to evaluate and for you to decide the optimal renewable energy option that you can go for, or the combination of the renewable energy option. So after checking for the resource availability, after checking for the regulations, the policies for each of the resource and its impact on you as an industrial consumer, the third important R is decide your renewable energy mix by combining the solar resource availability and the regulations, and this will give you an answer about, okay, let's say you can explore on-site solar plus off-site solar in the state, or in some state you might come up with the answer that you can explore on-site solar plus wind solar hybrid from the off-site solution, or in some location you might come out with the answer that, okay, I just need a new energy solution, which is the interstate transmission system. So this answer will come about optimal RE mix. So a third R stands for RE mix, which comes out from the depending upon the regulations for each of the resource and also matching your requirement. For example, in Maharashtra, as I said in previous example, the on-site and off-site is not encouraged, so possibly the off-site makes sense. And if let's say your consumption is less, possibly the on-site only makes sense. So you have to come up and eliminate out of all the options that I've told you renewable energy by combining this and come up with the first level optimal mix. So the fourth R stands for return on investment, which is ROI. Then you do the calculation for each of the RE mix, renewable energy procurement mix that you have arrived at. Do the return on investment calculation under the structure, whether you are investing a money, whether you are doing it under the OPEX model, what is the payback, what is the landed cost, what is the savings, how much investment that you need to make, and how much quantum of electricity that you can take. So you do the ROI calculation for each of the renewable energy procurement options. This will then further help you narrow down that, okay, out of the 5, for example, let's say 5 renewable energy procurement options, 3 are not giving you decent returns or 3 are not attractive. You then can narrow down to 2 or 3 renewable energy procurement options that you can take. So I just want to quickly recap about the 4 R's that I have covered so far. So for the first R is check for the resource availability in the state where you are present, whether solar, wind, hydro, hybrid. Then second R is check for the regulatory framework in relation to each of these resources. Third R, come out with which is RE renewable energy mix, come out with the optimal renewable energy mix by combining the regulations and your own requirements, electricity requirements as well. And the fourth R stands for return on investment. Apply, do a detailed financial calculation, have an energy analyst or financial analyst sit and do the detailed calculation on each of the renewable energy procurement options and see what is the return, and then narrow down to the, let's say, 2 or 3 optimal renewable energy options that you can go for in your state. So having understood 4 R's, the fifth and the very important R is renewable energy IPPs or the renewable energy developers. So check after you have done this analysis of what is the optimal mix, what is the financial benefit of each of the optimal mix, check for the availability of renewable energy developers in that state who can provide you, who can serve you with that solution. There may be different kind of developers selling you different kind of solutions in the state. So you have to do the analysis of their solutions, their projects, at what stage their projects are, and what kind of renewable energy developers that are available in the state, which can serve you with that renewable energy mix. So when you combine with your 2-3 options that you need and what the market, the sellers which are available, which is the renewable energy developers in the market, you will then get the optimal renewable energy procurement options that you could have, which could help you meet 100% renewable energy requirements, and as well as help you save up to 50% in your electricity reduction cost. So quickly, the 5 R's that you need to check for is the resource availability, regulatory framework, renewable energy mix, the return on investment, and the R stands for is the renewable energy developers presence in your state. I hope you found value in this 5R framework, and you can use this framework to evaluate your renewable energy procurement options. As I promised in the beginning of the video, if you watch my video till the end of the video, you will get a surprise, and that surprise is a case study of an industrial customer who was grappling with huge electricity cost and was completely dependent upon the traditional sources. We helped this consumer with both on-site and off-site, combination of on-site and off-site solution, and now within a span of 1 year, now they are saving up to 40% in their electricity cost and consuming 70% from the renewable sources, which is a combination of an on-site and off-site solution. The link for the case study is mentioned below. Please click on the link and download the case study. And if you found value in this video, please do like and subscribe. That's the minimum thing that I'm asking you to do. And I look forward to see you in my next video.